Yeah, we live. I just got yeah, I mean, it just was welcome back, guys. All right, yeah, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Um, if you want to restart from the top, and then I'll explain what happened on the last. Yeah, I mean, because yeah,
Bring it back. Bring it back. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, y'all. We back. Chef Boy Basquiat and Keisha Day on the Soapbox Social, and we about to get started.
so what had happened was is I swear I got my D&D on. I swear I do. But what had happened was, I got a call and I didn't answer it, but I guess it just knocked my audio and my what's the name out. And then I don't know if you could hear me eventually, but I couldn't hear you at all. So back to what I was saying before the phone call came in. Um I named this episode Revisit for no specific reason, but that's what I named it.
Well, I don't know why my phone just blacked out, but you were saying what again? I'm sorry, because
What part
your
what
screen was
what
black.
what part didn't you hear?
I didn't hear anything after you start. Right when you start talking, it just went like it was recharging or
Uh-huh.
something. I don't know.
You'll know on the playback. But anyways, so I said what I named this episode was Revisit, just so you know what the
Okay.
title of it is. No specific
Okay.
reason.
Okay. I like that. Revisit, huh? I like
Hmm.
that. Well, yeah. Well, we can jump on into this thing before we have any more technical difficulties.
Now that should be the only
I'm
call
just
I
gonna
get.
wait. Y'all hear that? Okay. It was a call. Well, now we got the difficulty. Okay. Hi, whoever that was. But anyways, yeah, revisit. So we're just gonna jump into I had something that came to mind, and I guess you can say I revisited, and we just brought back some things, reflecting on some things. And when I came across a Bible verse, which was in Psalms, that is
Hmm.
the 69th chapter, 14th verse, for anyone who wants to go read it. But yeah, so it just brought up basically what stuck out to me was like oppression, meaning, you can be from being abused to hardships to persecution, different things like that, just suffering, pain, or whatever. And when I went back and revisited that, since I'm going to just keep that as a key word, it was like, wow, I have really went through some things. Well, I stayed into some things, which really felt like a pit. I was in a pit. And every time when I got myself in like any messy situations, just revisited back to that, dealing with pain or whatever other issues I was dealing with. I was like, wow. I said, God really helped me get out of these situations. I really put my faith in Him, meaning it could be from bad relationships I had in the past that, you know, either pain from that or either loss of a job, you know what I'm saying? Or not so much even lost it, but it could be walking away from a situation or anything. But more of my story is my question is like, if you ever have anybody, anybody, have you ever felt like, okay, if I put myself in these messy situations in life, or just looking back, how did you overcome that? Like, where did you start to think like, hey, this isn't good for me, this isn't healthy for me mentally, physically, or because as far as oppression, it could be like real bad. Like you could be treated so bad, like for real, you could be treated so bad. So I'm just saying, how did you ever like, or did you ever have those type of situations to where you had to get yourself out of it? And if so, how? I got them thinking, y'all. He grabbing the
No,
bird.
it's
Grab
not
the
that.
bird.
It's not that. But I know what oppression mean. I'm trying to understand your question better.
Just like,
So,
just like,
I
yeah,
look. So, I mean, I guess I get what you're saying as far as like with jobs, but okay.
or just like being treated unfairly. Let's just make it simple. Like when you were, or if you were ever, or anybody, if y'all were ever put in an unfair situation, how did you deal with that accordingly? Like, did you hold your head up, or did you go through the process of being like, dang, you know what I'm saying? I can't believe I was treated like that,
Oh,
or
I
dang,
got
not even dang, but wow, you know?
I got many examples, but that's because it just be trial and error. But when I'm
Yeah,
tired, I mean, you get the worst part of me. When I'm tired
yeah.
of something, you get the worst part of me. I guess you want to call it the worst. But I mean, it just depends on the person, case by case. So if you want them to leave their responses, you can tell them where to drop it.
He's doing the hard, the hard
No,
hit
I
'em,
mean,
rock 'em,
no.
sock 'em.
So I mean, if I'm giving my example, I have multiple.
Mhm,
So I have some like, as far as someone making things difficult, I'll say like that because oppression, nah. But purposely making something difficult when it becomes like when it has to do with me and another person or surrounding. Um,
mhm,
we could use my last situation in the supervisor. Um,
mhm,
and how I handled that was, so I am a petty person whenever I understand what energy I'm dealing with, right?
mhm,
So
mhm,
in that instance of somebody trying to I guess make clear that they were a superior of mine based off of job title,
mhm,
um I was real petty. I would do things my way and I knew they was right, and I would challenge him to either A, tell me that I'm doing it wrong, which I was never doing it wrong until I, yeah. But so yeah, I would just, yeah, I mean, I just challenge people, that's all.
Okay, and then you
Making people
feel
actually
like,
be themselves rather than trying to be subtly a hole, put it like that.
yeah. But did you feel like that was just like you got some type of justice from it, or was it still just an injust because,
I was being
you
petty.
know, depending on how things turned out?
I was being petty. I was enjoying seeing the frustration on his face because there wasn't nothing he could really tell me because he wasn't gonna do it.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
Then
Look at him. He just
the then like what to this
like
to this
the end.
day, yeah, to this day.
Hmm, hmm.
Yeah, I mean, if me and him cross paths, you know what it was. He should go the other way.
Now, biggest thing I want to ask on that is, would you are you still holding on to that, or is it still like a grudge to that, like, or do you
So
feel like
so
if
you
you would have
remember that
stayed in the
episode?
situation, how would have been? Hmm.
You remember that episode? And I had to explain to you after the show what a band was.
Hmm. Hmm.
So it's not a grudge, but from the point of me understanding who I was dealing with until now, he's still a
Hmm.
band. You know what I mean? He's definitely a band.
Hmm.
He's high on the band
Hmm.
list. If there was
Hmm.
if there was a picture of a band,
Oh wow.
he is
Sorry,
that. You know what I mean? He is that. He ain't even black.
I hope
He
y'all
not
know what a
black.
band is.
He's not black, but he's
Hmm.
definitely a band.
Hmm.
A
Hmm.
hundred percent. 100%.
Y'all type in the comments what a band is. I know what it is, but do y'all know what it is? But no, okay, I ain't gonna be petty. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so even with that being said, I either am imagining like, okay, was that, even though that was your choice or whatever, and your decisions on whatever, but even just like I'll just use a job example. Let's just put it there.
Sound like you had a question.
Okay. I was about to go there. I was about to go to a question, but let me come back here because
No,
I want
what's
you
your
to.
question? And then we can go to where you
No,
at.
just basically, do you feel like, not so much feel because it's not always about how you feel, but with all that being said, do you feel like, do you think that you should have handled things a different way? Just because, okay, yeah, you say you made your decision and you did things because you were doing it out of spite. I'm gonna say it like that. If if that's how you seeing it,
No,
but
it wasn't spite. It was so I guess because you don't understand. So me and this supervisor had multiple sit down meetings, and one of the meetings was, oh, if you could change anything, like what would it be that you would change? And I'm like, oh, okay. And so I tell him, and he goes,
mhm,
oh well, maybe someday those things could happen whenever you possibly become a supervisor or whatever. Because when I took over and became a supervisor, I changed a lot of things. So then I go from I already knew this was gonna be a waste of time to all right, ain't no point for me sitting down no more. Like you done, I'm done. Are you done?
mhm.
And so after then, I was just like, all right, ain't nothing gonna change. Don't talk to me. I ain't gonna talk to you. That's really what it is. I got real standoffish, which I mean, that happens from time to time.
Mhm, mhm.
So no, I
Oh
don't
yeah,
listen.
well,
10 times out of 10, I would do the same exact thing because it's
I swallowed hard on that one.
you know how y'all say nowadays, you played in my face. So you ever
Mhm.
had
Played on
somebody
my
tell
top.
you you ever had somebody tell you what they thought you wanted to hear,
Yeah.
and then like they show 100% what you already knew it was? That's really what that was. So I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna be me until
Oh
this
yeah.
to this run its course.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, but that's the thing. I don't. That's like saying, like you saying you're gonna do one thing and you did the other, which I already knew you was gonna do the other. That's regardless of if it was. I don't know. I have a
I
whole
felt
lot of
I felt
situations,
like
so
Harriet. I felt like Harriet Tubman amongst a whole lot of yes bosses.
what's that movie when they was making the pie with the poop in
Nah,
it?
I ain't one of those. I ain't one of those. But if I had somebody conjure up
Oh,
one of those pies, you talking about the help. If I had somebody conjure up one of them pies, I'd have definitely left it on his desk 100%.
well, that's my situations surrounds the help. To where, yeah, so but
Mm.
yeah, that's basically. I just wanted to touch in that area because even if, so I'm just saying, even if you might have just felt like it was some ill will or intentions going on behind the scenes and you already felt it, so you, instead of them playing on your top, you got on, try to
I would have fun.
get on their
I would
top.
have fun pointing it out too. I would have fun
Well,
pointing it out.
yeah, I don't know. Sometimes, like in situations that I've had those different situations happen, I just be praying to God and let God handle it because I know He can do it 10 times better than me. Because I don't want to, get hurt or hurt nobody.
Mm.
And that's just the meekness coming out of me. So I mean, but what I will do is,
Not meal, right?
no. But now I'm just saying, I let God handle the people that really know, what I'm saying, what their intentions were or what they were trying to do towards me. Because if I come off as a okay person, I ain't gonna say I'm the greatest person, but I mean in my mind I think I am. But it's just like you're not going to you're not going to win even when you feel like you won. And that's no matter if I made a decision or if the other person made a decision. You're not going to win even if you feel like you won in those type of situations. But yeah, so that's all. I mean, I mean, even if you feel like you won, right? If you feel like you won,
I feel like I
it's
got
still
my
not
point
going to feel
across.
like you did. I mean, and sometimes you do have to get your point across. Sometimes you have to let them know you felt like how you feeling. I don't care if you did it a certain way, or you know what I'm saying, or I did it a different way. You still let them know how you feel, but in different ways. You get what I'm saying? So I just didn't I didn't play the petty type because I ain't
Uh-huh.
about playing. You know what I'm saying? I be serious.
Oh, no,
I
I
be
was
serious
serious.
when people don't think I'm
I was serious.
serious.
I
But
was
no, I'm
serious.
just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Even though you were serious, they probably thought you were coming off as like, oh, this guy's a joke, or you know what I'm
No,
saying, or just me
they
too,
thought
like, oh, she a joke.
I was
Thought she was
so
trying to take their job. Just let's be
that
very serious in that
that
situation.
but I'm a very approachable person. But when I was in that environment, they
Mhm.
assumed that I was unapproachable because I'm like, bro, I'm just trying to
Mhm.
get in, get out. I ain't, you know what I mean? I'm trying to get
Trying to
in,
paint a
get out.
different picture. Trying to paint a
So
different picture of you. Because what they say, you ain't supposed to come to work to really make friends, right?
well,
Supposedly,
nah.
whatever
So
you know.
the people in my department is the people I had the biggest issue with. I guess. No,
Mhm.
I don't care.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's
yep.
cool.
That was the only thing on your forehead.
I mean, it can go deeper with reflecting, revisiting things, like I say, I can revisit a
I didn't.
time where,
I I didn't say that we had to stay on the what's the name. That's just all I
no,
named it. That's all.
I'm just saying, just going back, just going back. And it was like, on my part, on my behalf, revisiting a time when I had, pouring myself into so many people. I'm gonna say I've poured myself into so many people's cups, right?
She got
And they
little
might not
neck
have
that
liked the
she
way I
said that.
did
She got
it. No, I'm just saying
Littleworth
because
neck.
I'm a little parched. I'm a little parched,
Uh,
but I'm just saying I poured myself into a lot of people, and it's just like, what, girl? What are you doing for you? Are you filling your own cup? Are you letting your cup go empty? This is not a cup though, but let me take a sip. But in that end, when I'm thinking about that too, at the same time, when I decided to go a different direction with folks, I'm gonna call it like that, with folks and or individuals, it was like, oh, now I'm the bad guy because I'm not feeding into you or pouring into your cup, or you know what I'm saying, like giving you what I normally would give you, and it's just like, I have the ball in my court, so now I get to dribble in whatever direction I want to go. Doesn't
huh.
mean I don't love you or I don't like you. It's just
And
that you.
how does that make you feel for them to try to
That's
paint
my
you the
favorite. That's
bad
my
guy,
favorite
huh?
question.
Huh?
Well, it really. Excuse me. It made me really. Oh, I did just burp on live. Excuse me,
You
y'all.
did, yeah. No, they don't. No,
But it
they
just.
get to see what I deal with every conversation.
Wait, my great grandmother used to burp. You see, hey, I'm still a woman. But so what it made me feel like is like it just made me look at myself to where I just won't do it again. I have certain limits and boundaries that I have to put up with certain individuals to where I'm
Make
not just
you
gonna give
feel?
you
How does that make you feel?
looking like the bad guy, feeling like, I
Yeah.
mean, looking like the bad guy.
Well,
I mean,
being
at this
painted
moment,
or portrayed as the bad guy, however you want to, you know what I mean? You about to
how
go
does
on
that
a
make
full,
me feel?
yeah,
Well, how does it make me feel right now? It don't make me feel any type of way because it's kind of like mind over heart instead of heart over mind now. So
Mm,
there's a big difference. There's a big difference in my life. So it's not no more. I'm not working off of emotions because emotions had me messed up. Not just kidding, but it had me messed up. So
uh-huh.
I got to think more logically with my mind instead of with my heart. Even though I still have love and heart and felt and caring ways and stuff like that, but it's just not easy. It's not
Mm,
going to be easy if
mm,
I.
mm.
Mm, mm.
And over
Yeah,
and over
so
to you, Brian. How do you feel about now, Jackie? So
yeah, we're back. We're back here on the East Field. No, just kidding. We're being
no,
goofy today, but it's okay. It's okay.
I, I mean I get I get what you're saying. I 100% get what you're saying.
I'm just saying. So, but even just
You
like,
just care more than I care right now. I guess I already went through that stage of being like, what, me, the
yes,
bad
I
guy?
do.
You don't remember Rush
I
Hour
do
One, Rush
care.
Hour Two? That was me at one point in time. But it's just like,
Yeah,
nah,
I care. I care until you cross me. Then I know
nah.
how to deal with you. And then I ain't gonna even put up no fight. I'll just, like I said, it'll be a silent move to where I don't want to have to put up no fight, no argument. It'll just be a silent move. And then if I choose to just let you back in or let you, continue to be there around or not so much too close around, but around, then it's just gonna be limited everything, limited conversation, limited visitation. So I'm just saying it's not nothing of like coming off cold. It's just like, hey, you learn from your life. Life lessons bring so it's supposed to bring you change. So life lessons, and you're
Sitting
supposed
big
to learn
chested
from
today.
lesson. I know they my pump it up, pump it up, pump it up. No, but let me stop. But they are sitting.
Yeah,
I'm
we both
sitting.
sitting big chested
No,
today.
that's what's up. But yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. Chin up, chest out. Now so, but, but no, for real though.
No, but
Yeah.
I
So
mean, you
what you
still look,
mean?
you still looking back on dead carcass.
Well,
Um,
yeah, but see, the reason why I do that is because I see how far I've come.
yeah,
This is
no,
why I reflect and revisit because I gotta
I
always
hear you.
remember those things. Not meaning that I'm gonna go back. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I'm
It's
just
the
talking
point of
about on allowing people to
leveling up.
act different because you remove yourself from their
Well, see, I'm not allowing them.
no, I
I'm not
mean, of
allowing
course
them.
people gonna feel how they feel, but I mean, it don't carry the feeling of a person being mad that you let go of they dragging their feet, I guess.
That yeah, and that's what I've overcome. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like when I know wholeheartedly I haven't done a wrong, any
Hmm.
wrongdoing. So
Mm.
I'm over that. I'm over it. So it's just like it's cool. Like I didn't spit on you. I didn't hurt you. I didn't cut you. I didn't backstab you. Stuff like that. So yeah, it's just something to look at. Not so much stay harped in, and stay in that vibration. No, if I do that, I might as well go. Yeah, uh-uh. But I'm good. With the
If
help of the good Lord, I am good.
if I edit this, guys, if I edit this, I'm gonna put the Colin Sexton video in there when he was staring at the dude on the at the free throw line. But no, I mean because
What?
I mean I have many
What?
issues or like many instances of where like it'll make sense after I say what I'm gonna say. I've had many
Mhm.
instances where I've dealt with people and then removed myself, and they just be like, "Oh man, da da da," and I just be like, "Why should I stay around you when I'm not?" You know what I mean? When do I get to care about myself? So it'll be
Mhm.
they looking at me like I'm messed up, and I'm looking back at them like, well, you've been messed up. So hello, how are we doing?
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
So,
It's like, of course they're gonna look at you, but that time apart is what should the time apart from people should give them
no, we
a
talking about
time
two
to
different
reflect on
stages.
their own.
We talking
But
about
I'm
two
just
different
saying,
stages. You talking
once you
about
moved
time
on,
apart. You talking about time.
that's time apart. That's away from each other.
I'm talking.
Separation.
I'm talking about. You remember the scene from Half Baked when she had him choose between her and her and Mary Jane.
Okay.
She's like, "Oh, I gotta let you go," and he threw that's what I'm on. It's throwing it over the bridge into the water.
Just
Yeah,
just throwing it over your shoulder.
yeah.
I mean,
Nah,
I feel you.
you still
I feel
trying to
you.
hold on to things. Now, it ain't
I'm
nothing
not
wrong with
trying to.
having one. It ain't never nothing
I'm
wrong
not
with having
holding
that one.
on.
It's never nothing wrong with having that one last little conversation of being like, "Hey, yo, this is where we at," and
Yeah,
then when
I'm
they,
not
you know what I
hold.
mean?
Let's get this clear. I'm not holding on to
Uh huh.
anything. I'm just trying
Your
to
lips too tight.
actually.
Calm down. Relax.
I am trying to actually, I know for sure there's other people out there, there's
Yeah.
other folks out there that have, I'm not really digging into the situation like I want to, but there's other people out there that might be feeling that way. But then there's some that just, you know, like you said, are just
Hmm.
sleeping right now. But I'm just saying, just to see how people maneuver through certain things. Not so much saying I'm stuck there or I'm still there or it's still harping on my heart.
Mm.
No,
Mm.
no. If it was, I wouldn't be able to sleep well at night. Thank you, Lord. And I wouldn't. I'll be sick if that makes sense.
Hmm.
And that's not what I'm going to do. So let's just keep that clear.
Mm.
Hmm. Hmm. Now, whoever called him and interrupted, I want y'all to call me right now and tell me what was so important. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I didn't answer. It just knocked out my it knocked out my audio and stuff. I didn't want to pound it on the person. I didn't want to hit the red button. I should have, I guess, if it was gonna knock out my audio. Um, I don't know why I didn't come back though. Let's see. Let's see. The sun's out.
Yeah,
Um,
the sun's out, but y'all, guess what? I threw him off when I said I wanted to go ahead and see what we gonna see today. He was just like, "What?" When I'm normally the
see.
one saying, "Hey, I don't know what we talking about."
Oh yeah, no, I was shocked that you actually. I was shocked 2 days ago when you were like, "Oh yeah, I got." I said, "What? Look at her! Finally, after 74 years,
Not finally, but yeah.
finally,
So
she done put piece together 25 minutes of a show. Look at her. Can we get a claps, claps, claps? Look at her. Now, let's see. I had something earlier.
yeah.
I'm trying to think of how to word it now.
Any new things going on in your world? Any updates? Any breaking news? Any?
Oh, I do have a sports cast now. Wow. Yeah. Um
Encore,
we did
encore.
our we did our first video on Wednesday. I put that out 2 days ago.
Okay.
We have another one coming soon. I should be back on making my video clips, even though I'm behind. I should be back making my video clips.
You want to share
Um
with the people your channel for your sports channel? Is there a different name? Is
it's,
there a
yeah, so um it'll be my personal YouTube, which right
okay?
now I don't remember if it's my government name or not. Either it'll be Dedrick, yeah, I mean Dedrick Bradley, or it'll be Chef Boy Basquiat. I'll
Hmm.
probably change it to Chef Boy Basquiat in a second. Or if it wouldn't be either one of those, it'll finally probably be what I want the sportscast name to be, which is
Okay.
learn the game, love the game. But whenever that matters, I will link it. Um, I
He'll
believe we're
he'll give you
adding
an update, guys.
I believe we're adding a third person to that. So
Hmm.
yeah. And then hopefully eventually we'll be on here announcing on the More Than Network as well, Lakeisha in company of her next endeavors. And yes, I said in company. Yeah. Whenever she stopped being Dedrick in 2014. Yeah.
You know, you
But
gotta
outside of
mix
that,
and master.
she said mix and match. Yeah, yeah. Which within doing that episode with my boy Josh, he liked to go by
Hmm.
Dior.
Okay. All right.
I learned that I much rather like I really enjoy like emceeing the episodes rather than being like long winded, put it like that.
Okay.
So yeah, that was another
Well,
thing
shout
that I
out to
learned.
Josh.
Yeah, my boy. We'll have him on here eventually. Um, I just got to remember how I wanted that to go. And then, so
Okay.
what I had on my mind to talk about and let the world hear and whatever. So, coming up in adolescence, the number one thing that I would never like understand going to your mother's church was everybody shouting and hooping and hollering during church, right?
Uh huh. Oop.
Um,
Oop. I didn't expect that one, y'all.
no, 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 no. It ain't. Yeah, I mean, it ain't nothing bad.
No, I'm
Just
not saying it is. I
yeah,
just
yeah,
said
yeah.
I
No.
didn't. That was
So,
just a
so
turn of events.
whenever me and you be talking, you really be getting the tea and information. But it'd be just sometimes if I'm just driving around or if I'm like out and I'm having like a moment of clear mindedness, you just get that overwhelming feel of just gratefulness, right? And of course, the
Oh
adolescence
yeah.
in church, and then seeing the people that I guess yeah, I guess Grady Church was a bad example because most of the time I would be like, why they doing that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But like whenever you actually have like that true like I'm gonna say how I feel it. When you have that true authentic moment and it just wash over you,
Hmm.
you just get that overwhelming feeling of just gratefulness and emotions be running high.
Enjoy. Enjoy.
Yeah, and I be feeling that a lot of the times, even through the midst of like not understanding my current trials or my current
Hmm.
circumstance or
Hmm.
for my people that be enduring and molding while they're enduring or um, may have been building and took a step back because of unforeseen circumstances.
Hmm.
Um, and I just be one. I like to talk about it because I'm a person that even outside of church, I feel like people should understand that those moments of just overflowing joy and gratefulness and etc.
Can I
happens,
say
right?
it like this? Yeah. Can I say it like this? The authentic way of putting it is when you're feeling the Holy Spirit in a authentic way.
Uh
Not so
huh.
much
One,
somebody else
one,
got to
one.
give it to
Wait, wait,
you.
wait, wait, wait. I just want you to know that
Mhm.
there's a Barbara in here, and she said, "Hello, beautiful lady, and your son."
Hi, Barbara. Is that Miss Barbara? Hi, Miss Barbara. Thank you for joining. Hope you're doing well. Having a happy Sunday.
All right, now you can continue.
Oh,
My
that's
bad.
so sweet. But yeah, so it's, when you are feeling the spirit of God, like really, because that's just that relationship you build. Like, I'm not gonna say churches can't give it to you, but you gotta get it for yourself. Like, like how they put it as far as, if you thirsting for God, you have to do that with between you and God, not you and man, not you and preacher and this and that. But when you alone with him and you see him, you know, you see him blessing you and giving you grace and mercy without with whatever you're going through. The small things is what brings the joy to me. And I know, okay, I got a new car, I got a new house, and things of that nature.
Hmm.
No, it's not even about too much of the material, because he gave me life, he gave me breath, things of that nature. But
Hey,
when he begins to what
cause
what?
you kept going across the chest. You said he gave you
Because I'm
life.
trying to keep
Hey,
these.
look. You said breath. I said I know she ain't say
Uh-huh.
breast. I know she ain't say breast after I made the big
I didn't
chested joke.
say no way. I did not. I said breath,
Uh huh.
breath.
Uh
You
huh.
know,
But no,
wake up and yeah.
I am a huge reflector, and in those moments, because it don't be a moment of, I guess, it just be real random moments, and I just like, dang, all right. So then you jump down that tunnel of like trying to figure out why, for me, my emotions is on the fritz and what it is I'm feeling. So whenever I be understanding that it's just like a overwhelming amount of like just joy and gratefulness, and I'm just looking at my step by steps, inch by inches, I'd be like, oh, okay, all right, this is why this is that.
This is why this is that. Because see, the enemy wants you to give up, right?
Hmm.
They want you to fail. And when you continuously get up and keep fighting the fight, no matter what the fight is, it don't have to be with nobody. It can just be with like you say, the obstacles and daily things that go on. But when you keep going and God is, continuously walking side by side with you, step by step, as long as you call on Him, there's a reason. There's a
But
reason to
do
praise
you
Him.
think in those moments you also have to be able to be able to you have
You've
to
been
be
able
able to you have to be able to get out of your own way and be able to I'm gonna find a new phrase to get there too eventually because um just to, I guess, acknowledge your progress even in the smallest of manners, to understand and like really
well,
be in those moments to know what you're being grateful for, or when you're being shown your or his favor, you know what I mean?
mhm. When especially like say for instance you prayed on something and God presents it to you, right?
Hmm.
I don't know. But yeah, so you pray on something, God He gives it to you. He answers your prayer, right? Whatever you've been
Hmm.
praying on, whatever you've been wanting, ask and He shall receive. And once you receive that, you're gonna automatically start thanking Him because you know it's Him. It wasn't done by you. It wasn't done by nobody else but Him. So
But you
it's just
talking about
like
the finished, you talking about the finished product of what you praying for. I'm talking about the step by step,
it's
breadcrumb
not
by
even
breadcrumb.
finished. It's not even finished. Hold up. Just because see, when you pray, you're not only praying like for one thing, you're praying for a lot of things, peoples and places. You're not just praying for one thing, unless that's just, how you pray. But you're not just praying for one thing because God's going to give you something that you can't even imagine. So it's just still at the same token when He's steady giving you blessings and answering your prayers or your prayer, then you already know that you were walking in the footsteps. You know what I'm saying? You're walking in the path that you're supposed to be on, or the path that He has you on. And yeah, it's just like it's not even the finish. He not finished yet. He giving you these areas, these places, these people, these to to align you with what He has waiting on you, if that makes sense. So
Mm.
no, it's not final. It's not final.
Are you,
It ain't over yet.
you should, should should I go back and edit in your organ if it ain't over yet?
And then it's not over. No, I'm not even about to play because I ain't even about to play. I'm for
Uh-huh.
real. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, it's like I said again, I just without God, there's no me. Without God, I wouldn't be where I am today.
Hmm.
I wouldn't have grown from the places that I sometimes
Foot to
revisit in
five
my
three.
mind. hmm
From 5 foot to
That's
five
why it's
three.
like I picked up my bed and I followed him. That's what I did. That's where I'm at. So
She in her bag,
and
y'all.
I'm oh well, I'm just saying I'm just truthfully speaking.
You said you
You
you said
know,
you did what? You said you did what?
I'm true. I picked up my bed and I followed him.
Uh huh.
I picked up my things, my bag, my bed, whatever you guys want to say, and I followed him.
Uh huh.
I'm not following what I want to be going on because that didn't work for me.
Yeah.
That didn't work
So
for me.
look at she steered right where I wanted. So because everybody moves at their own pace and everybody listens at their own pace. So you saying you done it your way and it ain't worked. How
No, sir.
I mean I feel like it's self explanatory, I guess.
Yeah. It's just that if I need to explain what like doing it my way was lusting after things that wasn't good for me or trying to thinking I had to hurry up and get the paper, get the bag, chase the millions, chase the dollars, things of that nature. No, 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 no. This, I think this is where sometimes people in the world get it confused with all the glamour, the glitz, the all those type of worldly things. And when I say worldly things, that's what they are, because that's what people are actually chasing. And they can say, "Oh, God and God and God," but that's not what God has all the riches in the. I want y'all to
I,
know that. I want
I'm
them
just
type of riches
gonna let you know. You
and
can
those
say
type of
God.
goals and
You can say God, and then 5 minutes later you're gonna be on the socials busting it open and showing it. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna watch it, but I'm a judge.
busted open
But
and
I'm gonna
showing
watch
it,
it.
talking about other people, meaning doing all kinds of things. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said I've changed a lot because I used to sit around people that used to talk about people and then turn around and be right in their face like this bro, and I'm thinking like, okay, that's one thing I'm not gonna do.
No,
If I ain't got
no.
nothing to say, what was I telling you about a week ago? If I ain't got nothing that's nice, if I ain't got nothing nice to say, I'm not saying it at all.
No, I'm gonna say it. Then I'm
And
gonna
I'm gonna
exit.
be a
You a great person. You are a great person.
mhm,
I'm gonna say it. Then I'm gonna exit.
mhm. See, some people don't like to be constructively criticized or, you know what I'm saying, try to let them know, hey, that was wrong. Oh, they wanna, you wanna fight now, huh? How you gonna tell me what to do? Oh, okay. Well, we gonna leave it right there. We gonna just stop right there. I ain't telling you. I ain't telling you nothing to do. I'm just, I'm just gonna watch you be the fool that you are, and I'm gonna say it like that.
Is that gray or is that olive green?
This is pecan
Cisco,
green. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. it's a, it's
Cisco
a.
platinum.
I don't know. Here you go, y'all trying to get on me. I'm not about to
No,
play with him today.
I'm
You
just
got? Do
trying to
you
see.
got on green or gray? Do you
I'm
have
just
on
trying to. I'm just
a
trying to see if you
fuzzy
was trying to be
navel
like me.
orange? No, just kidding. That's why I was like, do you have on a fuzzy navel olive or?
It's just
But
the
see,
olive green.
that's what's up though. I mean, just that vibration.
Mm.
I ain't call you and say, hey, I'm wearing this light green today. What you wearing? Never that.
I didn't
Just
get
like
my
I like
red in.
red. I got a
Yeah,
little
I ain't get
oranges
my
and peaches,
coral. My bad. My coral. My bad.
little oranges, peaches, and browns. But no, yeah, it's just we be flowing, we be vibing. Ain't that how they be saying out here? We be vibing. But yeah, but yeah,
My mama go from wanting to be 80 to 30 so bad. 80 to
it's
30.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got these
That
grades for nothing.
That was all that you had on your in your black book of topics.
Well, yeah, that's all I have. Just I just prefer to let the people know it ain't fun without having God. It's not fun without God. It's not so much saying fun because it's not an easy road. It's not easy, and He ain't gonna make it too hard on you either. But it's a big difference. It's a big difference, especially if
And
you want to change and do better.
and Miss Barbara said she is truly grateful that we are speaking on all these things.
Blessings to you, Miss Barbara. I appreciate you for coming in and tapping in today. I really do.
Now you
Yeah,
know.
and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day.
Now you know I only know one Barbara, and that's Barbara Streisand. So since she Barbara, I'm gonna hold her in my heart like Barbara Streisand. Okay.
That's right. Or Barbara, this is Shirley. One of those two on that song. No, I'm just kidding. Not making fun of you, Miss Barbara. This
No,
this this my son being, but that's not
she
the
said,
that's not the Miss Barbara we talking about.
no, I'm gonna call her Barbara Streisand from here on out. You in my nickname crew, Barbara. I don't know you yet, but you Barbara Streisand in my heart.
Just keep just just keep it respectful.
Yeah, I love Barbara Streisand.
hmm
But
hmm
no, so what was I gonna say? I felt like I was gonna go somewhere else, but I ain't got nothing else outside of I guess you had me talk about. Oh no, that's yeah. So the timetable for when you gonna start your own spinoff to the Soapbox Social
Timetable.
Multiverse.
My timetable would be just, let's see. It's gonna be April 1st.
Nuh-uh.
Look
Mm-mm.
out.
Nuh-uh. Uh-uh.
April 1st. April 1st. April 1st.
Okay.
Or just when, I mean, I can tell you one thing, God might have me do another and so just whichever way He want me to stir it. If He want me to pop out next week, if He want me to pop, it'll be Aaron. If you follow me, it'll be Aaron, and then that way it can either clean some of my list off of people that's on my friend list or it can add more. So just be on the lookout. You'll get an alert some which way or another. And
Okay,
then
Pepe.
follow me on TikTok. So Keisha every
Follow
day on
her on
TikTok. It's gonna be
TikTok.
Keisha every day. Every day, every day. Every way, every day. I'm just kidding. Thank y'all for tapping in.